Okay. This is going to be fun and hopefully painful. Let me. Yep, here we go. I will let the intro play because I know that it has an opening cutscene. That was the intro. I walked to my room trying not to look around. Playful shadows dance around me here and there. They dash all around the walls and ceiling. I know I typically don't read the ends, but I'll make an exception for this time. One of those shadows whizzes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Can make sure this is dead before. Okay. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Mom told me to go to bed. I walk past the kitchen on the way to my room. The door is shut, but I can still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there's a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. Haha, that's so silly. I'm so absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure of that. I break into a run and dash towards the door. The shadows intensify their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now. Don't you get it? I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away my annoying pursuers, but then I suddenly realize that I won't be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door now. If there's nobody inside, I'll surely scare them to death. If there's somebody inside, I'll surely scare them to death. But wait, how can I scare someone who's already dead? What if I actually revives them? No, I don't want that. What do I do? I couldn't fully complete my thought when my shoulder hit the door and it flew open. As I expected, there was no living corpse inside, but there was a bag of milk I bought today, sitting right in the middle of the table, watching me with its unblinking eyes. I stare back, nothing happens. Although, what exactly did I expect? Gratitude? Have I done something that warranted it? A bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on the shelf, in a store, or on the table in my mom's kitchen. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means it took at least the safest place in the world and into the scariest unknown. I'm so sorry, you poor thing. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry, I only bring others trouble. I walk toward my room through a narrow corridor. I meet a familiar formless creature at the door. It locks me into its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body like a hungry dog. I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. I just stay silent and endure its tight grip that stops me from moving. After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds my ugly paws. That should be better. After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, bearing a single claw, thin and sharp like a blade. Again? I stare questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Don't move. The creature squeezes my hand until my veins start bulging, and I just keep staring into the black cavities where its eyes should be, ignoring all pain. I've promised so many times. Stay put. The moment it says that, the claw pierces my arm. I don't feel anything other than barely discernible crawling under my skin and a ring of tightly sprung sinews. But then the claw injects its venom into me. It hurts. White veil appears in front of my eyes. My fingers cramp and start twitching frantically. I lose control over my body and slowly slide to the floor just like last time, but why do I feel so hot? I feel my blood boiling up. Strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell, while my veins and arteries heat up, almost bursting from that pressure. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick, milky foam. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in anger, grabbing me by my throat while keeping the poisonous claw inside my arm. Kill me, kill me. Hysterical screams resound through the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching my neck. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I try to imprint where every drop fell in my memory so I could gather them later. I need to remember. A new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from the outside don't make me anxious at all. Mom told me to go to bed, so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I wash my face, and now I'm standing in front of a mirror with my toothbrush in my mouth. I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. And there was time when the last minutes before I slept were my favorite time of the day. I loved anticipating the inevitable moment when the reality and the dream world would clash. I woke up from that moment's sake, living through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool, but the dreams always slowly but surely slipped away. As if somebody fished them out of my head, one after another, until nothing was left, and now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel any need for it. After finishing my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny, but I have no idea how they work separately since I always swallowed them as a bunch without thinking. Now I want to have a better look at it, I twirl it between my fingers to chew on it. I do anything to stall for just one little bit more time. The smooth, protruded red capsule is looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-transparent foam, but it can still discern its contents. So what do we have inside of you? I gently press the capsule from both sides, and to my surprise it turns out to be soft and squishy. I press harder and then the capsule pops. Sticky, bright red liquid pours out. Filthy, filthy. The pill flies straight to the waste bin and I start rigorously washing my hands. No, there's no way I'm drinking that. Next was the flat pill with the same blood red color. There was some letters printed on it. Oh, I get it. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy. But it's not the type of sleep I want. That's not it at all. It's fake. No, no, no. I don't even want to look at it. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. The next half an hour goes by in a similar fashion. I study every pill from all sides, and then I find a reason not to swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead and enjoy swallowing them one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my head doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my heart doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my eyes don't hurt anymore. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple. I need to brag about it to someone right away. But not to my mom. She'll just scold me. And she's sure I'm already sleeping anyway. I don't want to disturb her without reason. I'll think of something myself. Besides, I just really want some small talk. I wonder who's going to be my conversation partner. Hey. Okay. Hey, long time no see. Hasn't even been an hour, dummy. There you go bullying me again. Are you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit? I'm pretty exhausted after today. Well, I guess you are too. That's not true. You need to go to bed. No, you've been in control for far too long already. It's my turn right now, alright? I'll just stay silent until the medicine's effects wears off. How about that? Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. That's exactly what I'm doing. What a bully. Actually, what am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you at all. Hmm? I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything, and you can only watch and agonize over your uselessness. I can imagine how angry you are right now. What made you so happy all of a sudden? And why would I be sad? Remember yourself a couple hours ago. I don't know what you mean. Stop lying. I still don't understand. Whatever, unlike you, I won't forget that pathetic, snotty girl for a long time. She just whines and whines all the time. Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun while we're together, alright? So you're the one calling the shots now. Yeah. Well, let's see how long you can last. We'll see. Yeah. Am I really that pathetic? Say something. I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin, and then falling on my clothes, burning holes into them. That was fast, but not unexpected. Hey, at least I tried. Go wash your face, then we'll decide what to do with you. I'm in front of a mirror again. I keep staring at my reflection, trying not to get distracted by this eerie looks the walls are giving me, trying not to drown in their giggling. But then me in the mirror also shows me a creepy smile, bares her teeth at me. I shut my eyes, but that doesn't help. It wouldn't have helped even if I sunk through the floor. I start counting in my mind: 2 squared by 2 squared, a squared, a square triangle, square pyramid squared, pyramidal structure cubed, a pyramidal structure hypercubed. I feel better. I wonder. That makes me appreciate Poochie like a little bit more. But my head is splinting apart now. How do you feel? You're mocking me, right? I'm obligated to ask you this at least a couple of times per session. Session, huh? You don't like that word? I'm fine. No, you're not. I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know? Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was. Is that why you threw away the medicine? What a stupid question, right? Whatever it was your decision. Does it even matter? What do you think? I can't be sure about anything and you don't take me seriously anyway. Then why did you do that? I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true, the pain subsided for a bit after that time, but now I feel it triple in force. It hurts so bad. Just drink your medicine already or I'll stop talking to you. No, don't abandon me. Dejected, I reached out for the shelf with my medicine. I swallowed the pills one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating up in my memory. And yet my mind still draws a terrifying picture, lumps of coagulated blood and transparent coating traveling down my esophagus, scratching its soft walls, leaving behind furrows. I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worsens my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. You still haven't changed. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone. This worries you much more than pain. Yeah, I guess. I toss the last pill into the air and catch it with my mouth. I lie on the floor. I look at the ceiling. I can clearly hear water running in the metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of concrete blocks that will someday surely fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it's rearing its claws somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus. Do you want to talk about it? No, I've had enough of talking. What do you want then? I just want to lie down for a bit. Even if the ceiling is bound to collapse, it won't be today. Can you stay silent, please? I need to get my thoughts in order. I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my corkboard. In the hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand, annoyed, and start over. I can't do it. You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and smart and swarming, like cockroaches. Ew, I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies? I don't mind either way. I don't even have time to blink properly. I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts, they're fireflies now, start whirling all over the ceiling on their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just that moment doesn't come. The mocking sounds of flapping wings coming from the ceiling make me start losing my patience. Enough, I hate you. I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. Good job. Now start over. No way. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a damn. So that doesn't bother you? Should it? Mm. Mm. No, a lot of people act like this. Really? There's nothing shameful about snapping at someone, if you have a reason for that. You did have a reason, didn't you? You'll surely get better, believe me. And now, start over. You're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind. And I've changed my mind anyway. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Fine. I raise my eyes to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all the fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. They can be anywhere. Suddenly, I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already, but I can't go to bed right now. Will you help me? Please tell me you will help me. Come on, stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me. What were you thinking while lying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know it better than anyone else. That's the thing. I have no idea. This is weird. Will you tell me? I roll my sleeves and start rubbing my eyes intensely. They are so itchy. Why are you crying? My eyes are itching. Did you drink milk? I wonder if I have to tear out all my eyelashes one after another when my eyes stop itching. I wonder if I tear out my eyelashes one after another, all my eyelashes one after another. If I tear out all my eyelashes one after another. I'm having a time. What have you done? I need to gather the glass, and then I need to have a bath, and then here, drink some milk. First death? I stand in the middle of the room, my eye agape, gasping for air. I think I just experienced death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened. Well, that was surely something. Will you tell me or not? About what? Let's look for those fireflies instead. You're acting weird. Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had enough adventures before bed. I need to gather my thoughts quickly and go to bed. My thoughts are hiding from me. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Me either. I guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart. No, 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 no. If I make even the smallest mess here, I'll feel really bad. All the things should stay in their places, and that's it. Why? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I don't and I won't. Alright then. So we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside of a mountain of junk without moving anything even an inch. Yeah. My oh my. I have an idea. Last time, becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. You know, those games have moments where you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. It sounds so fun. What about things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It would make it even more interesting. This is so childish. Oh, and wanna know what's the best part? He'll be the one doing it. Oh no. Oh yes. I start panicking as soon as I get in multiple choice questions. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? You're such a handful. You've already proven that you'll be able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? Come on, don't be so boring. I was just teasing you. You don't have to bear the whole burden. Asking for help is a reasonable decision, too. Let's begin already. I go to the middle of the room and look around. Where would I hide a tiny firefly? It's so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey. What? Look down. I look down. After a moment, a small ball of light and warmth crawls out under my sweater. Wowie! There's smoke coming from your clothes. What? Whatever. I carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. As if it was in order, the firefly slowly drifts up and circles around my head for a little bit and then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. It tickles. One down. Let's look for the others. Yeah. Clothes were burning? smoke was coming from their clothes. Oh, this is actually... Oh! That's a no-go. Let's respect privacy for a bit then. What's funny about that? I imagine myself being a firefly that is looking straight at a giant fan. And? I'd be so jealous. The only thing preventing it from flying is a cage, and it's locked in, and on the... and... ugh. It's locked in, and the cable. It's like an inmate, if you think about it. It's so sad. Yeah. Let's continue searching. Okay, and it locks out whatever you've actually... Radio? Let's not do that. I look down at my skull bag, worn down and silly. It's almost screaming of its own uselessness. From another angle, it looks like a full belly. Its contents are also regurgitating, decomposing, and turning into a sticky, mushy substance. What a cool image. I need to remember this. Totally not cool, senseless and cruel. You are there, but I don't care. Is it me you're laughing at? What? I never. After all, you're not my pet. I'm not going along with this nonsense anymore. Got it? Got it. Hey, it wasn't on purpose this time. Tell me what's inside your bag instead. Nothing special. Mostly just all sorts of books. I've taken out the pens and notebooks out of there, and I'm not interested in anything else. You used to go to school, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I had a blast all the way. Are you sure you understood my question? Do you think everything in my life should be doom and gloom? Well, you're wrong. Alright, alright. What did you like most there? Well, the room's really bright, not like home. That's it. Don't rush me, let me remember. Well, the beds were also soft, and the food was nice. By the way, I attended all the classes. The others always skipped. They probably got told off so hard. I smiled gently, absorbed the more memories. You never graduated, though. Yeah. Do you remember your last day there? It was a normal day. Dad picked me up earlier than usual. He told me that I'm already too old for the school curriculum. I also realized that some time ago the tasks were way too easy. Then we got into the car and went home. Mom greeted us there, we had dinner, and we went to our rooms. And what happened then? I don't remember. And does it even matter? Tell me about it again. Is your memory that bad? Please. Oh, fine. That day, Dad picked me up from school earlier than usual, explaining that I need to grow up. It's not like I could completely grasp what he meant. Either way, I didn't resist. We got into the car and went home. My mom greeted us there and we had dinner and went to our separate rooms. Tell me about it again. Dad dragged me out of the school building while I was scratching and biting. The teachers didn't interfere. The scene was ordinary for them. Who knows what the little brat has done? Then he pushed me into the car and we drove home in complete silence. Mom greeted us there, we had dinner together, and we went to our separate rooms. Please let's not discuss this further. No, you'll tell me again. Dad bought milk on our way home. Again. I hate milk so much. Mom was not home. Again. I hate Mom so much. What happened next? Suddenly I feel someone's eyes on my back, knowing that these moments should never ever be ignored. I turn around. But there's nothing there. What happened next? Everything that happened next happened after something that led everything that happened after what happened. I look in my bag again. Light poured into the room through the window's glints of the metal parts. There's also a shadow underneath it, which means it's real. Sadly. Whatever. I don't care anyway. I almost end up kicking the bag in a fit of sudden anger, but I managed to stop myself in the nick of time. If I moved it even an inch, then the whole picture will collapse, and I'll go blind. It has happened already countless times. What do you mean you'll go blind? I've spent months memorizing the locations of every item in my room. That's why I can see them so clearly and vividly. You won't get it. I... That... That's... Okay. That's really... I... Look at your feet. I look down and see that a small insect is crawling towards me from my bag. It's barely glowing and it can't even fly. I guess this firefly is really tired. I bend down to pick it up. The firefly starts glowing brightly as soon as I touch it and then flies up. There you go, boy. Good job. After doing a victory lap around the room, it flies towards me with high speed. I shut my eyes, anticipating the firefly to enter my ear. That's exactly what happens. After it gets inside, it buzzes for a little while and then goes silent. This one is kind of sad. I wonder why. It doesn't matter. What matters is that it's no longer alone. Sure, let's continue searching. God. That's just from the school bag. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. I'm terrified of clicking this. But, oh my god. Okay. That has to be really, 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 really bad then. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. Bizarre item. I fear it. Why? It's a long and boring story. Wonderful. Tell me about it. I insist. I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Okay, this is gonna be really uncomfortable. Sure, I've spent my whole days in front of the screen. Games, drawing, engineering, calculator, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. You had amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did. Before entering the web. Mm-hmm. Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives on the ground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? As always, your analogs are spot on. Okay, I imagined. Alright, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything you're comfortable you have everything for comfortable living, okay? Okay. Wonderful. And here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives. Okay, I got it. Do you want to talk about something else? Yeah. You'll end up returning to that subject anyway. On one wonderful day, someone digs you up from your hamster house and brings you up to the pet store. No, your new home is a cage. It's way more comfortable and warm compared to the underground. And the most important part, you have a lot of neighbors here. Their cages are identical to yours, and the other hamsters are look identical to you, too. That means you are all the same. Apart from the fact that they were born at the shop. You'll ask, what does this indicate? And I'll tell you nothing at all. I forgot what I was talking about. Gosh. Okay, let's start over. This time try avoid the stupid hamsters to analogs. No, I'm not at fault here. So, I had a lot of friends online. Tens, hundreds of them, impossible to count. Is it impossible though? I had exactly 317 of them. Okay. Although I guess nobody counts the exact number of hamsters when they walk into a pet shop. Hey, don't get distracted. Oh, right. From my 317 friends, 68 were into gaming, just like me. 130 of them like drawing, just like me. And the remaining 113 were into calculators and 3D modeling equally. And when I said equally, I don't mean 59 and half friends on each side. Alright? You can split numbers evenly, no problem, but math doesn't work like that when it comes to friends. A majority conundrum, right? Get to the point. I knew, of course, that no real people exist on the web. I also understood that all my friends die on the moment I turn off my laptop. But I still wasn't even a bit worried. Why? Do you know what computer programs consist of? It's just a combination of numbers. Which means my friends are also numbers. Isn't that amusing? Not really. Why do you call them your friends? I mean, everyone who shares my interests is my friend. I don't care whether they know about my experience or not, and if they know about my existence or not. Anyways, as I was saying, every program has its own algorithm and purposes. It's a mathematical formula. And if you solve that formula, you'll be able to predict the program's behavior at any moment. The longer you speak, the less I follow. They're actually making a lot of sense in a very, very, very scary way. You don't need to follow me around, just listen. I sit on the floor and the laptop screen ends up right in front of me. The only thing reflected in it is my dim face. A web person is just a random picture and a random string of letters. Words and actions from the web person are just executable code. Hey, let me know if you need a break. One day, someone appeared. From that point on, my laptop was always on. There are no real people on the web, but he was good at pretending. At some point, I let him trick me. Hey, look. Huh? Suddenly, a firefly crawls out of the laptop's vent grill. I reach for it, it gets on top of my palm, blinking all the while. I think it's trying to say something. I could see that myself, if only I knew what. Looks like a cipher. Do you want to crack it? I changed my mind. I absolutely have no desire to find out what it wants to say. The firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Oh, this game is going to be rough. If these fireflies operate the way that I think that they do, this is gonna be ooh. Then it starts glowing again as if coming back to its senses. For some time, it thinks about the further course of actions and flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. And what about your story? You must be mad at me for interrupting you. I'm sorry. If you did everything right, I'll finish my story. If you do everything right, I'll finish my story. Maybe. Do you promise? I promise. And if you forget, then remind me with a code word, for example. What code word? I'll think of one later. And for now, let's keep searching for my fireflies. Yeah, no. That's what I expected. This is my sketchbook. Half of its pages were blank, which means they'll still be good for a couple of years. You showed that early? Why? Hey, bite me. Isn't that obvious? I ran out of pages. I have to buy a new sketchbook. I can't get the stationery store on foot. I'll have to take the bus. Do you even realize what kind of nightmare that could turn into? You actually make a really, really good point. Maybe you can ask your mom to buy you one. That is not an option. That is not a realistic option in this scenario. I'm sorry. I get closer to the sketchbook, stepping over the wires, the sleeping bag, the cracks in the laminate, and the window's reflection. The sketchbook is lying on the stool. Wow, I can't read. From my height, it seems like the stool is missing two legs. I squat and look over again. All legs are in place. Will I be able to think of an interesting allegory? Oh, let's not go there, okay? I stand up and study the sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. Last drawing is buried on the previous page, the way it should be. Too bad. I'd love to see it. Maybe next time. A sudden gust of chilly wind breaks into the room and makes the pages rustle. Oh no. I shut my eyes. A distinctive sound of pages turning echoes with with headache in my head. I know what is going to happen. The rustling has stopped, though the wind is still howling from every direction. It can only mean one thing. The notebook is open to the first page. If I wait a little longer, the wind will close it. I won't have to look. If I wait a little longer. If I wait. Open your eyes. No. It's okay. Just do it. No way. I know you're lying. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Fine. I open my eyes with utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings. Nothing. The pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it? I don't know. Did you? You're the smart one here. You tell me. Next time, don't close your eyes. What did you... I couldn't finish speaking before the pages started moving again. Don't close your eyes. Don't make me do it. I'm scared. Trust me. The rustling grows louder. The pages lift up. I could almost see the outlines, the drawings on previous pages. No way. Everything that's in the past should stay in the past. You couldn't convince me. That's it. I'm closing my eyes. Look there. A barely visible light sweeps through the pages. With every new gust, it becomes brighter and brighter. A firefly. The wind immediately stops for a moment. The world sinks into perfect silence, but only for a moment. The buzz that has always been haunting me fills the surrounding, and it doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little boy, you made me so scared. The firefly blinks up, flies up in my ears, and buzzes loudly all the way. It spends some time looking for a perfect spot in my head, and then its buzzing dies down. Phew. Are you okay? We're running short on time, so let's keep searching. Oh. Oh, that means that all the other stuff is... If that means that there's... Okay, I'm not gonna... let's see how bad this one is. Ooh, I don't like that noise. I look at the mound of pills. It makes me feel dizzy. I don't want to think about it. I don't. What's wrong? I've almost skipped my dose for today. How reckless. I could have died. Calm down. You've already fixed that. You ultimately die anyway, so whatever. Hey, calm down. You've already fixed that. Yes, because you ordered me to. Is that an accusation? Things could have been much worse. Yeah. I heave a deep sigh, come closer and extend my hand. Wow, it's warm. The moment those words leave my lips, one of the bottles overturns. Pills run down from it along with them. A firefly, hooray! After circling above my head a couple of times, it finally lands in my palm. The firefly rushes up my arm and then, reaching my shoulder, crawls straight into my ear. My mind becomes a bit clearer. So I guess that's a kind of backup scenario to convince them to take their pills? Assuming that you kind of miss it or just didn't do it in the previous VN section. What's in the trash? I get close to the waste bin and look inside with curiosity. Pill packing, notebook, pill packing, packaging. Notebook pages and other garbage. Boring. There's nothing here. Indeed, no self-respecting firefly would hide a heap of garbage. Can't disagree with you here. Okay, so those are all just 3 different radios. What are these? And what are those? Ah, those. Those are photos of my best memories. But they're blank. I stared at them so intensely I burned them with my eyes. Now they're just covering the cracks in the walls. Cracks. Forget it. Are we continuing the search or what? Okay, we are. I look up toward a very high place under my ceiling. I can hear a countless number of small legs marching through the AC unit. Oh well. What happened? Fireflies can't be friends with cockroaches. We'd better find somewhere else. Why would cockroaches be there? Have you forgotten? You're the one who told me to think of my thoughts as cockroaches. Yes, but they became fireflies afterwards, but cockroaches don't disappear just like that. So they occupied this place. Do you understand now? I don't. I do. I'll pretend I do. I actually do. I get it. It's not easy to get out of here. I look at the alarm clock. Time continues its unstoppable flow. It's so late. Are you tired? You bet I am. I let out a theatric yawn and hold out my arms to the sides. 1, 2. Then I raise them above my head. 3, 4. Maybe a little workout will help me freshen up. Good idea. Do you remember that exercise you've been taught? I think so. I take a hesitant stance. What was it? Heels together, toes apart. Whatever. I'll go with that. Countdown 5 minutes. Fine. You have a clock right in front of you, though. I can't look at its hands for too long. At first I feel they start moving the wrong direction and they disappear altogether. And then things always get messy. Last time I saw a pair of eyes on the clock face. And also, I used to hear voices back in the day. They pleaded for help, I think. What a mess, truly a mess. It was a mess, right? A mess. Well, are you counting down? Oh my god, finally. What do you mean? I was trying to get through to you for about half an hour. Huh? Forget it. Did you see the firefly? No. Let's continue searching then. Wow, just completely checked out. Right, insects enjoy polluting the flowers. Stuff like that. Yeah, I guess. I get close to the flower shelf, I sniff around and leave smell of dust and cardboard and death. You know those plants are long dead, right? I'm not sure a dead plant will be able to attract any insects. Well, we kinda don't have any choice here, you know? Still, you're right, let's continue searching. Why don't you just throw them out? Weren't you listening to me at all? I tilt my head backwards and almost fall over. The closet is hanging under the ceiling at least 300 feet off the floor. Are you joking? Even though it's my room, not everything here is for me to use. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care at all. Like, totally. I'm definitely not worried. Not even the slightest bit, not even the smidgest of littlest bits. Not even the thousandths of percent, that's how much I don't care. Hey, I'm not even done telling you how much I don't care. From this moment on, I'm ignoring you. Oh no, you don't. Then act normal. Okay. We have bed, filing cabinet, umbrella, lights, notes. Okay, this one seems like the least dangerous. I turn my eyes towards an inconspicuous shelf near the mirror. There's a glass with a toothbrush sitting on it, and a small towel hanging nearby. What a wonderful sight. My fireflies are smart and good. They would never get in there. They know about personal hygiene. Okay, let's look somewhere else. The umbrella emanates a faint sense of coolness. No wonder it's the only thing that defends me against the thunderclouds that gather under my ceiling. It's such a blessing that I can do it without any help. Still, a firefly wouldn't hide in a place like that. It will catch a cold and be unable to fly. You don't want to check it? Why? I'm sure I won't find anything there. Filing cabinet, bed. Bed is like these notes, the bed, and the filing cabinet all terrified me on an equal level, and I don't want to look in there. All right, let's. The filing cabinet can't be that bad, right? I doubt it. All the compartments are locked. What if? I don't even want to think about what's inside. Who knows what I'll end up imagining. Okay, that is also a complete lockout. Your usual notebook pages glued to the wall with duct tape. Numbers are drawn on them, and the only kind of information I can take without much trouble. Dosage and side effects. Yeah. I thought you know them by heart. Yeah. This is not your handwriting, isn't it? Of course it's not. Shaky, broken lines, ugly numbers. It's not writing, it's more like claw marks. Don't forget to thank your mom. I don't need your advice. My scream makes pages rustle relentlessly. After a moment, a firefly appears underneath them. After looking around in a businesslike manner, it takes off in a businesslike flight and ends up in my businesslike ear. Hey, let's continue searching. This is my sleeping bag. It's soft and warm. I'm sure there's no living creature that would be able to resist the temptation to spend a minute or two inside. They'd want to dig into it with a couple of favorite items, close their eyes, and then... Hey, did you fall asleep? Uh-huh. I gently slap my cheeks to return myself to my senses. It's already way past midnight. Usually I'd be sleeping like a log at this time, but right now I can't. Let's continue searching. Hey, maybe we'll find something inside. No, my thoughts don't have a feature of putting to sleep. Quite the contrary, they always cause insomnia, just like tonight. What? I said searching here is meaningless. There is only one option left, and it is the nuclear option. Oh, it does not even let me. Is that really all? I don't even want to entertain the idea of turning all of these on at the same time. Let's finish the search then. This is not a game where you are supposed to get everything on your first go. You found all the fireflies. Amazing. I guess. I've managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Why not? If I lose something and then find it, it's just going to... If I lose something and then find it, it's just going back to the starting point. No changes at all is zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive, right? You shouldn't think too much, it hurts you. I want to sleep. How about you get some fresh air before sleeping? What do you mean? Well, go to the balcony, breathe some fresh air. Somehow those words trigger a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. Let's stay here. Yeah. What are you going to do? What's with that silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me. Ridiculous, like milk outside a bag of milk, and yet... You don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill. Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow. And never ever. That's a goodbye then. No. I have one more small favor to ask. A really small one. What is it? I've blurted out way too much today. A lot of stuff I don't want to forget forever. A lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. Fine, what's the favor? I nervously scratch my wrist and bite my lower lip. Wait a minute, you're afraid to tell me? Yes. I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that something bad happens. Something way worse will happen. Stop, I get it already. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me. Bully. No, you. I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. Of course I'll believe you. I know, it was a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down, and started imagining that I was watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places, bulging eyes with trembling pale pupils. It was scary, you know? Then one day I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And then silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And well deserved, I guess. I felt like I was caught in the biggest lie in the world. Yes, I felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters, and eyes stayed there. I guess they liked this place. They always follow in my wake, peeping at me. And I'm kind of scared of them. You can't even argue with them. But today, well, I still too scared to tell me. Of course, they're still listening, you know? Use your hands. Alright. I start chaotically twirling my fingers in enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh. I was trying so hard here. Don't you get it? They'll hear you. Relax. Nobody can hear you. So what do you say? I'd be happy to. but I have no idea how to tell them. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly, but it's not. And meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something that's actually important. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. You won't get it. I wake up on a wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrow, dimly lit alley, an awfully familiar road. Where could I have seen it? Finally. I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around and see a boy with a weird expression on his face. You're late. Who are you? The boy blinks in bewilderment. We're not going anywhere like this. Try again. Then he takes a very deep breath. You are late. I stare at him, confused. He stares back, also confused. Sorry? The boy nods, satisfied. See? Much better. Do you have a name? My name's Treshka. I give the brat an evaluating look. He's so young, yet already coming at me with a question like that. None of your business. Besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here? Hey, that's rude. It's not like there's somebody else here besides me. Have they told you anything? I know all there is to know, for one. About what? You're obligated to escort me to the store. Tereska says that and strikes a victory pose. No way I'm doing that. You do understand refusal is futile. Well, aren't you full of yourself? I'm serious. I'm not the one who decided that. Do you think I'm delighted with your company? He's weird, constantly shifting between happiness, sadness, loudness, silence. He's a wacko. His name is Stupid. Are we going or what? You can go. I need to think. I'd be happy to, but I don't know the way. Treska puts on a cunning smile. I bite my lower lip in frustration. I'll be honest with you, I don't like you. He simply bursts out laughing in reply. I do like you, though. Then he grabs my hand without hesitation. I don't even have time to retort. Lead the way. Our trip to the store went fine, if not for the fact that Treska was walking way faster than me. And on the other hand, at times he stopped abruptly and went backwards, studying the ground underneath his feet. In the end, the trip took longer than it should. After reaching the store's doors, we were greeted by a sign. We're closing in 20 minutes. We had the bright idea to indicate their working hours in this way. They probably have a special staff on this. Someone who runs the changes the sign every 5 minutes. It's convenient. Are you joking? Yeah. You're so annoying. It's much better than being boring. How old are you, by the way? None of your business. What's your name? None of your business. I was ready to slap the living hell out of the brat, but a scary look of a man suddenly appeared behind the glass. He's holding a cardboard sign that says we're closing in 15 minutes. Let's go. What are you waiting for? Oh yeah. Some cities are kind of like that. After another round of going across the long row of canned products, we realized that we're lost. I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. Maybe we should ask somebody for directions? Sure. Hey, wait up. Treska lets go of my hand and walks confidently toward one of the store's customers. That person is standing with their back to us, studying something on the shelf. Hello, can I can't hear neither the second part of his question nor the reply he gets, but my good-for-nothing friend freezes in place, looking at the customer straight in the eye. I hurry toward them. I see yours. The customer talks to me. He speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression. I see yours. Please get him away from me. Yes, I'm sorry. I grab Treshka's hand and lead him away. He's still looking at the customer, his mouth ajar and eyes pop. He's also shaking. Only when we turn around the corner, Treshka calms down. What was that? I got so scared, he said. What? No, not again. Suddenly, Treshka starts screaming like crazy. I cover his mouth with my hand. His face is burning. He's crying. Can you act normal? No, you don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though. This is something you don't understand, it seems. You're mean. Who, me? Treshka pushes me away and runs off. Drat. At the edge of my vision, I see the store staff handing a new sign on the door. There you are. I meet Treshka at the cash register. Before that, I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it was. Hey you, move. I hear an angry voice coming from the other side of a long queue that formed after Treshka. I squeeze through toward him. What happened? The boy doesn't respond. He just looks at his feet and sniffs. The cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. Is he yours? Yes. Just leave him home next time. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. Yes, of course. And the waiting fee. What? You heard me. I did, but that's unheard of. Treshka starts giggling all of a sudden. And for the fact that your son... Wow! But you heard me. You know what? In a fit of rage, I throw a banknote to the cashier of a much higher value than needed, even counting in all the stupid feeds, and grab the bag and return around on my heels. We're leaving, Treshka. Jeez. We spent the whole trip back in silence. At some point, we end up turning right toward the gas station. There, Treshka finally breaks the silence. Do you like ice cream? No. Okay. I look at the boy's face. A light flickers in his eyes for a brief moment and then goes out. You know? He turns away from the path and walks straight toward the highway with determination. I stare at this back, confused. It seems like you're not helping me at all. A new playful light flickers in Treshka's eyes. Jesus Christ. I don't even... Ooh. Good God. Um. Yeah, that's wow. You need to be in a very specific mood for this. Ooh. This is good. This is really, 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 really good. I'm gonna. Damn. Damn. Oh. It has been a while. It has been a while since I played a game or read something that has like. Ooh. This person gets it. This person gets it. That's wow, 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 wow. What is the percentage on that achievement? I have 50% of the achievements on my first go. That's that hurt. That hurt. Oh. That's I'm just like trying to unpack so much right now. Um that was so. Oh my god. This is really good. This game's on sale right now. This has multiple endings. Uh, I will probably find the rest on my I will probably find the rest like on my own time. But wow, 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 wow. I. Oh my god. Oh, oh. They were okay with the book bag, but they didn't want to go into detail about the laptop story, the glitched out boxes, or the filing cabinet. What in God's name happened? Uh, that's so painful. Uh, hello. Um, wow. I'm really. I wish I could have more I could genuinely say aside from just like, this is both visually beautiful and the sound is infectious. But I'm just thinking of like, ugh. There's so much to chew on in this. There's so much to chew on in this from a narrative standpoint. I love this. I love it. 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 I want to play more of it, but I don't want to. I want to give people a reason to actually play it themselves. Um. So yeah, that's milk outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk, or at least that is my first playthrough of it. Um. If when I'll change that to when I finish this, I might write an article on it. It's been a while since I've been this instantly uh, enthralled by something. So yeah, um, thank you. I hope you enjoyed yourselves, or at least you were entertained in um. This is not a fun time, but it is a good time. I love this. Um, God, I don't even know what else to say. Yeah. Um, holy shit. I need to get. I need to. I need to. I need to send a few copies of this to a couple people I know. Thanks for spending time with me. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. Go watch videos of puppies or something. Jesus Christ.